When one of your good friends has one last thing to say to you before they pass, you really ought to listen to it. Herman was was a great guy. He had lived many different lives. He'd gone over to war and had brought back his wife with him from overseas, been married for many, many years until he lost her to cancer. And then he had married another lady who had a wonderful time, and he ended up playing banjo and was playing bluegrass music. And back when he was a young man, he literally was a cowboy, lived on the range, riding the fence post, living out of his saddlebag for weeks at a time. He told me one time, he said 1968 was a bad year for Budweiser. I asked him, why is that, Herman? He said, because that's the year that I quit drinking. But Herman had bone cancer. And maybe some of you are familiar with the hardness of that disease. I went over to see him one day, and Herman said, well, I had a bad day yesterday, so they had to come in and give me a lot of painkillers. He said, and the pain went away. He said, but you know, the funniest thing happened while I was laying here on the couch. Some lady and her little girl came into the house unannounced, sat down in the living room right there on the floor, and started playing patty cake. He said, and I knew it wasn't real, but you know, it was kind of fun to watch. So I just watched them for a while, and then they left. It was the last day that I was going to see Herman this side of heaven. I knew it was the last day. He knew it was the last day. We had said our goodbyes, which were very hard, and had prayer together. I got up to walk out the door, and Herman raised up on one elbow and he said, hey, Mike, enjoy your life. When one of your good friends has one last thing to say to you before they pass, you really ought to listen to it. So I stood there on the porch saying, how do I figure out how to enjoy my life? Because I was like almost all other adults I know. I wasn't enjoying life. I was surviving. I was getting up, doing my job, taking care of my family, doing the things I needed to do, but I wasn't enjoying life. And so I made a vow to me and to Herman that I would do my best to learn how to enjoy my life. And that's how all this adventuring started. Because I could not tell you what it was that I enjoyed doing. I ask adults that question all the time. What do you really enjoy doing just for you? I mean, just for fun. What do you really get joy out of? Most adults can't actually tell me. So I decided I'd just start trying things. And if I didn't enjoy something, then I would know that could get marked off the list. You know what? I went to a ballet. I didn't enjoy it. It's not my thing. But I do know that I enjoyed the outdoors and I enjoyed things with motors. So I made a decision to go out and buy my first side-by-side. It was the cheapest thing I could find, but me and my son ran the wheels off that thing. It had four on the floor, no power steering, no power brakes, no power anything, two-wheel drive, and we had so much fun in it. Then I started doing four-wheelers. I started doing other things, and I made a vow that I would try to never finish my current trip without beginning to plan my next trip. That was the best year of my life. I had 36 trips. Some of them were just day trips or half day trips, but it was one of the best years of my life because I lived again. And I try to continue that as best as I can now. So let me encourage you, in the words of Herman, enjoy your life. It's a choice. It's not something that's just going to happen.